Pro-Hamas protesters disrupted a meeting last night between Kamala campaign officials at a restaurant, storming the area and setting off smoke bombs. And Harris is supposed to court these people. So what's going on here? Next week, Democrats are set to hold their convention in Chicago with a very different nominee than originally planned. Kamala Harris, the nominee, is not being nominated. This is more a coronation, if we're being honest. Protesters in support of Palestine are also set to make a very loud splash in Chicago, setting up a clash between Democrats and their Hamas-loving base. Joining us now for some thoughts ahead of this convention and what to expect is George Behizy from Rumble and X. George, welcome to the program.
Man, that was a good intro. I think you could rival Michael Buffer. I feel special with that. Yeah, thanks for having me, Chanel. I feel underdressed.
Well, we love your insights, but I'm curious what you think is going on here with these Hamas protesters protesting their own party, and Kamala Harris has ostensibly made a vice presidential choice that's very pro-Hamas. What's going on?
Well, it's interesting that Democrats are finally getting a taste of their own supporters because... And I thought it was really cool how quick they quashed the rioters last night. You know, when they're burning flags and defacing monuments in D.C., they don't care. You know, they'll take their time to get there. But I saw a lot of cops. So Democrats actually care when the riots are against them. Yeah, it's interesting what's going to happen at the DNC. I think, you know, everyone keeps bringing up this narrative in the mainstream that Kamala Harris is surging. You know, apparently she's the most popular person to exist in American politics. You know, overnight, you know, her approval rating went from like 30% to, you know, 100%. I think the whole country loves her now, according to the polls. And, well, you look at her own party and there's a contingent, the most active contingent, and the far left wing of the party, they're screaming at her. So I don't know exactly which polls she's winning in or which Democrats she's unifying, but it's clearly not these people who call her Genocide Kamala and Genocide Joe. Now, I really don't care too much about what happens in other countries. I think we should be concerned about the things that happen in this country. So I think it's, you know, it's a mission that I don't care for. But I like to see them do this because it shows that division in the Democrat Party leading into the election. I love it.
Well, I mean, do you expect the Democrats to actually give in to these protesters, to appease them? It's such an awkward situation. Kamala Harris had a choice. She could either have chosen, you know, a fairly moderate guy, Josh Shapiro, who's Jewish, and then her other option was this radical Hamas appeasing governor, Tim Walz, and she chose the latter. So it's very strange that this is a grassroots movement, it appears, that's really going after their own people. And I don't know if it's real or if it's manufactured.
Yeah, you know, that's a really good point. She could have picked Josh Shapiro. She didn't. Yeah, the movement of these, you know, these pro-Palestine, pro-Hamas people, they are really the foundation of the Democrat Party when it comes to organizing. These are the people that show up to BLM riots, or the types of people that show up. So if you have them against you now, it's very bad. I mean, they're your core, right? They're your core. I just have to say this, and I think a lot of conservatives are missing the mark. We shouldn't be calling these protesters to be arrested. I think we should want them to keep doing what they're doing because they're showing the Democrats' hand. They're showing exactly how radical and sick the left is.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.